Hey guys, so I'm going to be showing you more of my mannequins collection. I had shown some of these, well I didn't show any of these, but I showed some mannequins when I was showing my cheap toy collection. You'll have to scroll back, I don't know what numbers those videos are. But I actually forgot that I didn't even show all the errors that I had found. I also have something that just came in the mail, so I was going to share that real quick as well. My poor dog is up here with me. It's storming, and so he gets scared, and he likes to follow me around when it's storming outside. It's really kind of a nasty day here in Augusta. But yeah, this just came in. It's some mannequins, as you'll see. And then I was going to show you these super rare air mannequins. Yeah. So I paid $10 on eBay for 17 atom bombs. $10 for all these. I sell these in my store for $20. Just one of them I sell for $20. So obviously I'm going to buy, so this is like, what, over $300 worth in atom bombs. And I'll add those to my army, and I'll sell them as well. These are the ones I have already. Man, this bag used to be filled with atom bomb, just painted ones like this. But I sold so many because I was getting $20 a pop. And finally, I just had to stop. I was like, man, I'm running out of atom bombs here. But yeah, so this just kind of put in my mind, oh, maybe today we can talk more about mannequins. I know it's probably not the most popular fucking topic or whatever. Let me put up. Anyway, let me move these to the side. Yes, so that's a nice little score, and I'll flip those for 20 a pop. And if, sometimes I'll get offers for for less, but then I'll sometimes take 15 for one of them. So I might not get 20 a piece, but I think I can. I think when Bookworms drops, we'll be getting some really good prices. All right, so this tub is my loose Mannequins 1 toys. These are the toys that are not a part of my sets, my master sets. And these toys are not a part of all the sets that I sell on eBay. I have a bunch of sets. These are the loose ones, basically. And so I'll just show you this real quick. So for example, these are my extra. These are my extras, right? So these are my extra TV Stevies. You can see there I have 2 of the yellows. One thing that a lot of people don't talk about, because they don't talk about mannequins, is how rare the greens are. The greens are almost as rare, sometimes they're as rare as the yellows. So this would be my Fiery Francis extras. So what I'm saying is I have a set of yellows that are in a separate box. I have all these sets. And I also have extra like red sets and blue sets and painted sets that I sell on eBay. These are the ones that aren't a part of any of those, that are just extra. See, I don't have many Mark Bark extras, do I? Well, I'm almost out of him. So, but yet when you get to Spacey Stacy, that's my favorite mannequin. Look how many Spacey Stacys I have. In the mannequin category, I have the best collection in the hobby. All right, let me show you what's in this bag, though. These are the errors. These are the printing mistakes. There's some really cool ones in here. Now, first up, this bag of yellows, these are not normal yellows. These are what we call, or what I call, highlighter yellows. They're lighter than the other yellows. In fact, you can see it right there, right? Can you see how these are a lot lighter than those? So, and I was able to find 3 of them. And I searched many, many cases, and I bought them online and everything. All right, let's look at more. This is my error bag. Here's a cracked Jack who's missing his arm, but yet they painted up into his arm socket. So basically, the arm didn't get plugged in, and then it got ran through the painting app, and it painted up into that cavity. This apparently is supposed to be an Erie Eric error, but I'm not seeing what it is. We'll come back to that. I don't know why I keep seeing all these reds. So honestly, I haven't looked at these in a long time. Okay, so the deal with Nasty Nick is his head is turned straight ahead. It's supposed to be turned to the side. This is one of my best errors. See this shit right here? That's her arm. But yet she has her arms. So what happened, I hope you can see that. Let me back you up here. Can you see this? Well, let me show you a regular one. Here's a regular one. Now look at the error one. Really cool, ain't it? Let's see what the deal was with this one, though. I kind of feel like I need the normal ones out to compare them. There's something wrong with this one. That's what this whole bag was. It's all the errors. All right, this is see how his cloud is not fully plugged into the hole there, and that's glued in there. There's no getting that out. There's something up with him. So some of these are painted, and this one has, see that dot on his face? That's a production error. Here's another Erie Eric. What's going on with the Erics? Damn, I'm not seeing anything wrong with those. I don't know what it is. Oh, here's another one. Jesus. Oh. All right, so see how his tongue is pink? Look at this printing error. It's white. It's missing the pink app. Here's a Nat Nerd. Oh, you know what this bag is? These are the first 2 Minikins ever opened. I told that story before, but those are the ones. And this is the one that I shot the video with. You can see the wear on his foot because I had to play with him and, video him so much that he's got wear. But anyway, this one is supposed to have some error. I don't know. Let's just move on here. I might just lay these out, honestly. Let's lay these out. Oh, here's another arm error. So there's 2 of those. See how he's missing the arm? So I got a lot of stands here. I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, now that I look at them, these are pretty minor. I do have some really good errors coming up in series too. I'll show you those in just a minute. Let's see what's going on with these guys. Yeah, these were made in 2 pieces. So it was made by a company called Snap-on. They're out of they were manufactured in China, but oh, this had a weird paint stain on the bottom. Yeah, so these are like the eyes are super off, like they weren't even placed in the right eye socket or whatever. Yeah, so this, I don't know, this is kind of difficult because I don't have the good ones out to compare them to. All right, so let's just put those up. But anyway, so every bag in here, these are my extra mannequins. So Spacey Stacy is my favorite, so I have hundreds of her. And I was able to finally find the gold one, the one of one gold, and I have the black, of course, and with mannequins, another thing you're looking at is the yellows because they're rare as well. So seeing this many Stacy yellows is pretty special. And then I have two more that are in two different sets. And to see 70 blues is, you know, that's crazy. You're dealing with someone who has kind of an issue with hoarding and other things. Let's see. But every bag in here has my extras of whatever character that is. Yeah, but these are Series 1 mannequins from 2013, October. They were released that year, October 13th, actually. I remember that day very well. I went to every Target and I found them. I actually found them day one. And I pulled a, well, no, I didn't. I was going to say I pulled a black Carol. That was my first black, but it wasn't the day one. It was like day 3 or something. Let's see my nicks. You always want to look at people's nick mannequins. How many nicks you got? Those are valuable. These sell for around 40 a piece. The green, I mean the yellows. Greens are like 15. Painted is like 15 as well. And here's my blue and look at all the red nicks. Crazy. Yeah, I put a lot of work into these. These are my Dead Ted painteds. These are my Dead Ted colored. Look at all the yellow Teds I got. Beautiful. And yeah, let's go to the next box. So that's Series 1. There's my Adams, by the way. And I don't see my blue and red bag of Adams. It's around somewhere. I guess it's loose somewhere. All right. Yeah, I definitely have some cool stuff in this next box. That's a little more differentiated out. Because Series 2, man, I went absolutely crazy. I went crazy in 1, but with 2, it was even worse. This is my bag of Slobby Robbies. He was just so easy to fill in the pack. Like, you know, you could like take a pack of mannequins and you could fill him because he was like a fat character. Oh, here they are. Okay. No one has ever seen this. No one's ever seen my errors before. I've got a really special one in here. You can probably see it right off the top. Do you see something that's really fucked up? Look at that. This is probably the greatest error in mannequins. It is. I have a white Clark shark. I pulled this out of a pack. I couldn't believe it. And like it was so special that I was waiting for this moment to show the hobby, and I lost my chance, or like I forgot or something. I don't know. It's crazy that it took 8 years later, and I'm finally showing my white Clark. Ain't that cool? I just couldn't believe it, man. That might be one of the best things I own. All right. Anyway, these are my errors or issued ones for Series 2. This one is crazy. Look at this Tippy Stippy. Tippy, Cutie Tippy. I'm sorry, I don't know that. Look at that. I pulled this out of a fucking pack. Sorry it's taking so long to show these. I had a little collecting issue with mannequins is what it was. I had to like quit it. Like I had to like pack them away and stop looking at them because I couldn't stop from buying them. I bought so many of them. Why the hell is that in there? That looks perfect. Oh, look at this one I pulled. This is a Karate Kyle. I pulled that out of a pack. I don't know why some of these are in here. Oh, wait. These are lighter. That's what it is. This is a color error. This is a lighter color. I remember now. Yeah, so I found these lighter blues that are a little lighter. Oh, well, that's an error. See that issue on his foot? Oh, this one's cool. I forgot I even owned some of these, man. This is an atom bomb that's missing his eyes. I mean, an atom boom that's missing his eyes. Isn't that cool? This is the one highlighter I found in Series 2. Out of all those cases I bought, that's the only one I ever found. Why is he in there? Oh, the peaches come in different tones. And this is a tan one. It's not peach. Not like the other ones. Oh, this one's cool too. Which is probably why it's in this own separate bag. This is a no diaper Hot Scott I pulled out of a bag. Look at that. He has no white diaper on. He's nude. But back to the Clark Shark. What's so special? See, because this was painted, right? This is painted red. This is a gray toy that's been painted red. And it's missing the white paint. But when you talk about, I mean, what am I doing? Oh, I'm sorry. These were gray. If you cut this in half, they're gray. But when they switch to OS2, they're a white base. This has no paint on it. You're seeing the raw toy here. All right. I don't know what's going on with him. His color looks funky. You know what this is, when I was making my sets, I laid them out. I would have 40 or so set. I would make them all at one time because I had so many cases. And so things like this, for whatever reason, stood out in some weird way. But the problem is I don't have the other ones to compare it to. But anyway, these were the oddballs. And that's what those were. And I'll show you real quick before I pack all this up what's in this box. So these, again, are my extras. Look at all those peach alien Ians right there. All the yellows. Weird Wendy's. Graffiti Petey's one of my favorites, so that's why his bag is bigger. Always look at people's atom booms because they're pretty valuable too. They usually go for 15. They don't quite get the atom bomb range, but they're pretty close. Grim Gem, love them. Now, as far as sets of these, I have 30 left to sell. I have 30 sets. They're in a completely different bin. These are just extras that aren't in all these other sets that I'm trying to sell. If that might give you an idea. And I've sold so many of these sets. I don't think you realize how many of these I owned at one time. It was like I have some pretty serious issues with hoarding. I love this, man. This is what Clark Shark should look like. And that's the white one. I mean, part of it was, I talked about this. Part of it was when these came out, when this toy came out, it was 2014. We were transitioning to Facebook. We were getting out of GPK Underground. And so, and I was busy with other stuff. And by the time I got around to it, like, where do you post something like that? If I post something, it'll just get buried by some random sketch card within 5 seconds. Like, it's not really worth my time to... yeah, these things are so thick. Look how much... yeah. Yeah, it was really out of hand. I can't believe it still. I've sold so many of these fucking sets, too. Like, complete sets all the time. Man, I've sold complete sets for like $20. Thankfully, the prices have gone up, and so I'm finally making a little bit of money back that I spent. Okay, here's the atom booms. As you can see, I have extra peach, tons of yellows. Those are pretty valuable. Like, I mean, well, not really. Like 20, 25 bucks a piece. Yeah. It was just so fun to collect. And no one really else liked them. So it was easy for me just to pick up huge lots of them for almost nothing. I mean, even today, I got 17 Series 1 atom bombs for $10. I got this whole pile for $10 today. Like, what are you people doing, man? What are you buying? I mean, I know not everyone's a seller, or a flipper, but $10 uncontested. No one else. That was a 7-day auction. I got way too many of those peach ones, man. Look at that. That shit would make me so mad. I'd open a box and like the one peach in the box would be mushy marsh. I was like, oh God. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, but Minikin's like, I agree that it wasn't the best release ever. Certainly. It wasn't the Series 3 cheap toys we wanted it to be. It just wasn't, man. But I think had the hobby had been a little more supportive, we would have got to a Series 3 Mannequins or a Series 4. It was just, I mean, they were a little overpriced. The packs were overpriced. And, yeah, I don't know. It should have been better than what it was. So, what can you say? All right, guys, that's all I have. Hey, Adam. Oh yeah, that's right. No, his eyes does have a black paint app to it. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's nice to get little neat, little rare things like that out of a pack. Yeah, I was trying to think. Nothing else came in today, man. It's been really slow, so that's why today's video is kind of just about this. All right, cool guys. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Russ Van out.